Have you ever felt lost in the middle of a crowd, surrounded by so many people, yet still feeling incomplete? The truth is that while everyone seeks distraction and comfort, few know that it is in solitude that the greatest power a human being can access is found. Yes, you read that right. The greatest hidden powers, those that can radically transform your life, are available to everyone, but only the chosen have the courage to face them. And those chosen ones? They do not run from silence. They embrace it, connect with it, and through it, awaken abilities that most would never even imagine. You might be thinking, how is this possible? The answer is closer than you think. Instead of fearing solitude, you can transform it into a powerful ally. Within this silent space where most see only emptiness, the chosen discover what truly matters, their purpose, their true strength, and above all, the ability to become unstoppable. They not only overcome their limitations, but also access an unexplored power capable of changing the course of their lives. If you're tired of feeling like life just happens around you, without having control, it's time to stop running. The power you so desperately seek is waiting for you, but it can only be awakened in silence. Are you ready to discover these hidden powers and transform your life forever? Then stay here, because the journey that will change everything starts now. In the spiritual journey, solitude becomes a powerful ally. While many try to avoid moments of being alone, the chosen embrace silence as a training ground for spiritual growth. It is in isolation that true strength is forged, where the spirit is refined and focus is strengthened. For example, those who seek genuine spiritual awakening, instead of distracting themselves with the noise of the world, turn to meditation to connect with the parallel universe that resides within themselves. This is not something that happens overnight, but the discipline of choosing solitude as an environment for growth transforms these moments into moments of pure enlightenment. In the midst of silence, the chosen become unbreakable. They discover that instead of seeking external validation, they find their true purpose in life within themselves. Personal growth flourishes when the mind is silent and full attention is given to the present moment. For example, many great thinkers and spiritual leaders like Buddha and Jesus found their greatest strengths in isolation. They knew that true power came from connecting with their own consciousness and deeply understanding their alternate selves, away from the distractions of everyday life. This strength is not simply about being alone, but about how one uses the time in solitude. It is when the alternate self manifests clearly, when potential aligns with purpose. If you wish to access this power, try starting your spiritual journey with simple meditation practices. For example, isolating yourself for a few minutes each day and focusing on your breath can be the first step to transforming solitude into an uncontrollable source of power. And who knows, soon you might be able to take full control of your life, your mind, and your destiny. The unshakable mind is one of the traits that distinguishes the chosen from others. They do not let themselves be carried away by impulsive emotions. On the contrary, they have the power to master their feelings and act consciously, not reactively. This is something anyone can learn to do with practice and discipline. A good example of this is seen in quantum physics. Thoughts, just like subatomic particles, can be shaped with focus and intention. If someone desires to be unshakable, it is essential to create an internal space of silence where uncontrolled emotions cannot distort reality. Mindfulness is a powerful tool here, helping to keep the mind focused on the present. The chosen do not react to external stimuli, but rather choose how to respond to them. In a world full of distractions and pressures, this is a superpower. Imagine you are in a difficult situation at work or in a relationship where an impulsive reaction could create conflict. Instead, the chosen take a deep breath, connect with their aura, and remain calm. By keeping their minds calm, they can observe the situation with clarity, making quick and accurate decisions. The practice of not reacting immediately, of observing and reflecting, is like a muscle that strengthens over time. When this level of control is reached, the manipulation of others becomes impossible. The chosen become truly untouchable because, unlike the masses, they are not affected by others' opinions. They know that their value and power come from within, from the connection to their life purpose, and from mental clarity. The result is that, over time, their actions have a much greater impact. If you wish to cultivate an unshakable mind, start by practicing emotional control in the small situations of everyday life. Taking a deep breath before responding to an annoying message or choosing not to engage in pointless arguments are small steps to strengthening your mind and becoming more resistant to external pressures. The chosen possess a unique ability. They see beyond the social masks we all wear daily. This X-ray vision of the soul allows them to read not only words, but the energy of people, sensing their true intentions. This ability, while isolating, is a great protector. When you can perceive what is beyond the surface, it becomes much harder to be manipulated or deceived. Meditation and the constant practice of self-improvement are the keys to developing this kind of sensitivity. By dedicating time to inner silence, by focusing on your own energy, you also begin to perceive the vibrations around you more clearly. For example, imagine you are in a work meeting. There is a person who seems friendly, but something in the air tells you that their intentions are not so pure. With your sharpened vision, you can perceive this negative energy and choose how to interact in a more strategic way without being involved by it. The chosen, with this ability, know how to keep their energy protected, not letting the negativity of others affect their inner peace. They also know when someone is genuinely trying to make a real and deep connection, which allows them to build authentic relationships based on truth, not superficial interests. It's as if, instead of reacting to the world, they have a kind of oracle eye that guides them. This perception of the human soul is not something that can be faked, because it goes beyond words and actions. It is pure energy. That's why the chosen ones are not led by appearances, but by what really matters, what lies behind the facade. To develop this vision, begin by observing people more closely, not only on the physical level, but also on the energetic level. Feel the vibrations around you and allow your intuition to be your guide. One of the greatest strengths of the chosen is their mind, sharp as a razor. They have extreme focus and instant mental clarity, which allows them to make quick, accurate decisions without getting lost in the distractions that abound around them. In a world where everyone is chasing something and most people get lost in the confusion, they remain calm and focused, as if the entire universe is conspiring to help them find the answers. This clarity comes from a deep understanding of what really matters, focusing on life purpose and manifesting their dreams. They don't let themselves be sidetracked by small worries or unnecessary details. Every step is taken with intention and precision. The secret of this power lies in mastering the mind, just like a sculptor shaping the stone until the perfect form is found. The chosen ones understand that by focusing on the essentials, the mind becomes a powerful tool. If you want to cultivate this focus, begin with the practice of more intense mindfulness. Set aside time to concentrate on a single task at a time, eliminating distractions as much as possible. This can be as simple as turning off your phone while working on an important project or focusing on a book for 30 minutes without interruptions. The constant practice of this kind of mental discipline will strengthen your mind and enhance your ability to make quick and accurate decisions. While many get lost in the distractions of daily life, the chosen ones are prepared to act with wisdom and speed, creating opportunities where others see only obstacles. They know that time is precious and every moment should be used to create something meaningful. For example, instead of procrastinating or hesitating, they move forward with confidence, even if the path seems uncertain. This happens because by focusing on the present and using their mental clarity to see beyond uncertainties, they make more accurate choices. The sharp mind with unbeatable focus becomes the fuel for their journey to success. The chosen ones carry a silent but powerful power, the echo of pain. They are able to feel the hidden pain in others because they have faced and overcome their own demons. This power is not just an emotional ability, but a deeply intuitive skill that allows them to perceive what others are hiding, even when their words and actions say otherwise. This connection with others' pain is an extension of their own journey of self-awareness and overcoming. They know what it's like to fight against fear and doubt, and that's why they can recognize these feelings in others with impressive clarity. For example, imagine a moment when you're talking to someone who seems fine, but something in their energy tells you that's not the case. The chosen ones, with their sharp sensitivity, can perceive this immediately. They don't limit themselves to what the person is saying, but feel the pain they are trying to hide. This makes them more compassionate, allowing them to create a genuine connection and offer support. They know that, to help others, they first need to understand their internal struggles because they have already faced their own spiritual and emotional battles. Thus, they become natural healers, guiding others in the process of healing and self-acceptance. This ability to perceive hidden pain is not used to manipulate or control, but to heal. Instead of judging, the chosen embrace others' vulnerability and become a beacon of light in the darkness. They know that healing comes from recognizing the pain and accepting what it teaches us. If you want to develop this ability, begin by listening more attentively. When someone shares their story, don't just focus on the words, but on the energy they transmit. Pay attention to what is not said, to the space between the words. This is the first step to becoming a true healer and a transformative presence. The chosen ones do not use their sensitivity to manipulate situations or people around them. On the contrary, they use it to heal and create genuine, deep connections. By becoming aware of hidden emotions and pain, they know how to use this perception to help others, not to take advantage. This ability makes them a remarkable presence. When a person is able to read the souls of others, to feel their insecurities and fears, they become a figure who, on one hand, attracts admiration, but on the other hand, can also generate fear in those who are not ready to confront their own shadows. After all, no one likes to be emotionally stripped, especially by someone so intuitive. This power does not translate into control, but into a silent influence based on respect and truth. When people realize that you are able to see beyond appearances, they may feel challenged to confront their own issues. For example, imagine you're in a room full of people, and without saying a word, you can feel the tensions and discomforts in several of them. Instead of using this for your benefit, you choose to be an agent of healing, offering a safe space for people to open up and transform. This creates a real connection, built on mutual understanding and acceptance. Over time, you become a presence that people deeply respect, even if, unconsciously, they also feel a bit of fear because they can't hide anything from you. The true mastery of this power lies in being a presence that brings transformation, not control. The chosen ones know that authentic connection is far more powerful than any form of manipulation. They use their perception to enlighten others, helping them face their own pain and limitations. If you want to become such a presence, start practicing active listening, empathy, and non-judgment. Be someone who sees the best in others, even when they can't see it in themselves. That way, you will become a source of healing and transformation, generating a positive influence that will be felt by everyone around you. The chosen ones have a unique relationship with time. They do not see time as something slipping through their fingers, but as a tool they can shape and dominate. With discipline and self-mastery, they transform every moment of solitude into a fertile ground for growth and power. What for many is a period of discomfort or boredom, for the chosen ones is an opportunity to connect more deeply with their mission, their goals, and the universe. Instead of getting lost in distractions, they embrace silence and solitude to reflect, meditate, and plan their next actions with precision. This is one of the greatest secrets to success, using time wisely without letting it dissipate in empty, purposeless activities. While many let themselves be consumed by the rush of daily life and constant distractions, the chosen ones know that true power lies in how they use their moments of solitude. They understand that it is in silence that the mind clears and the true purpose is revealed. Instead of wasting time on social media, pointless arguments, or procrastination, they dedicate themselves to activities that nourish the mind, body, and soul. Reading books that expand consciousness, practicing deep meditation, and focusing on their goals are some of the ways the chosen ones use to transform time into an ally. Every second is used to refine their skills and achieve their goals with efficiency. This power, the alchemy of time, is something anyone can learn to master. To begin, the key is discipline. Organize your time, set priorities, and create an action plan that incorporates moments of introspection and personal growth. Eliminate distractions, and gradually you will begin to realize that instead of wasting time, you are investing in your evolution. Thus, over time, you will become more efficient, more productive, and more connected with your life's purpose, using time as a powerful tool to achieve fulfillment and success. The final message about the chosen ones is clear. While 80% of people constantly seek to avoid silence, the chosen ones embrace it and transform it into immense power. They are not afraid to be alone because they know that it is in solitude that true growth occurs. Every second of silence is seen as an opportunity to reconnect with themselves, refine their skills, and prepare for the next steps in the journey. Instead of getting lost in distractions or external noise, they become masters in the art of introspection and self-assessment. This solitude, far from being a burden, is what drives them to become unstoppable, focused on their goals and life's objectives. Unlike most who get distracted by the constant search for entertainment and companionship, the chosen ones understand that silence is the ground where the most powerful ideas are born. They know that it is when the world around them slows down that the mind finds clarity and direction. Taking advantage of these moments of solitude to meditate, plan, and reflect is what makes them extraordinary. Instead of feeling lonely or lost, they feel complete because they are aligned with their essence and their highest purposes. When you can use silence as fuel for growth, it stops being an obstacle and becomes a platform for success. It is in silence that the strongest minds are forged, and the chosen ones know this. Every moment of solitude is an opportunity to strengthen themselves, refine their strategy, and prepare for what is to come. They do not shy away from stillness, but actively seek it, recognizing in it the secret to becoming truly unstoppable. If you want to reach this level of power, start seeing solitude in a different light. Instead of avoiding it, make it your ally, allowing it to reveal the answers you need to move forward in your journey. With each second well spent, you too will become unbeatable. Have you noticed that the chosen ones are not like most people? They transform solitude into power, time into fuel for success, and every challenge into an opportunity to grow. But what sets them apart is not only the ability to connect with themselves, it's the discipline to use those moments to strengthen themselves and become unbeatable. Now the question is, are you ready to follow the same path? Will you continue allowing distractions to steal your time, or will you start using every second to fuel your journey of self-discovery and success? True power comes when you decide to embrace solitude and stillness, when you choose to focus on what really matters and leave distractions behind. So, what will you do? Are you ready to awaken your potential? If the answer is yes, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning about how to transform your life with the power of silence, discipline, and focus. Let's go together on this journey of growth because your success is closer than you think.